It's about keeping your Intruistic meter going at all times. This isn't my main build, but I find that I like it. It lowered a lot of the stats though. So, but anyways, let's get into the gear. Power attacks, it's like vibranium, heavy, you know. You definitely always want to have power attacks on a stasis build for melee. Devastating daggers, the Sonic, that's very important because the way Sonic works, it gives you an Intruistic burst. 20% increase on stasis of normal attacks for Intruistic attacks. And, well, this is a damage one, but let's see, do I have anything for Intruistic? I think I do. Anyways, really keep that in there because it has the damage buff. On to loadout. Or skills. Alright, Komodo beads. They're going to the recovery. Kind of knew this. Recovery beads provide additional offensive capabilities. They'll actually target their foes, which will stun them. And that's a big part because we'll see that later on. Komodo beads extends for 10 seconds. And I have a Komodo bead actual exotic and legendary, but it's bugged, so I'm kind of steering away from that because it's just too god mode right now. So, throwing the 3 spears really works well, especially on the Omega level threat, because just picking up, you'll have meter at all times. You should always be able to pick up. Your spear gains 10% Intruistic meter. I'm curious to try it on this and see if it builds it more, because it's going to hit more targets. Kind of curious. Mark it fast, 10 to 15% longer damage in defense. And Percussive Blast works as a heroic, which means it's going to actually deal damage. And my primary build is not this. I have high valor, so that's why that's in there. While triggering will grant all nearby heroes a burst of energy that will infect their Intruistic meters. Let's try that out and see if it works solo. If not, I'm just going to switch it back. Light and heavies combo, you know, you're going to do more damage. Power attack's important to me, 10% more damage. You can also do sprint, because his sprint's really good. His sprint with the triangle and then going into this is really, really good. Main thing is, one of the main things of this build is that the takedowns generate an Intruistic orb. Never tried it before. Now I'm curious to try this on Black Widow. To get her meter, her Intruistic up at all times. Usually I go up heroics, but this works really good with this build. It's a must. If you want Intruistic energy, this is a must for this build. Well, depending on what your long range is, I guess it doesn't matter. You're just going to want the Kaping or the Devastating or the Kinetic. Let me see what. I forget what gear I have on already. So let me take a look real quick. We can take that off. I better switch. Oh my god. Screwing up. New at this. That will give you the extra hit. But if you do have Kinetic or King, I really want the Kapinga. I love them, but I don't have it on Sonic yet. And Sonic is so important with this build. Build stun. Stun allows me to get my Intruistic meter faster. But I don't have Kinetic daggers now. See, I had my vibranium gear before this, so build up a small amount of Intruistic energy on every hit. I also have other gear like that gives 10%, 20% Intruistic, but I want the Sonic. It builds it a lot faster. Parrying gives you 20% more Intruistic meter. That's very important if you don't have anything to build Intruistic energy. It's the only way you're doing it other than your ultimate. Increases the damage dealt by all heavy attacks 10%. Or we're going to switch to light because I have a light finisher. It's going to deal more stun, which means I can take down and keep my orb whenever I bust this out. So, not every time, but the chances are much higher. Increases critical attack chance 10%, and because who doesn't want to do more damage? One thing I'm trying to figure out, what if anybody knows, type it in. What is overcharge for Black Panther? Is that just when you can do the percussive blast when it's full? Defeating an enemy with overcharge buff is active, has a chance to drop Intruistic orb. Alright. Go into a custom room, and I'm going to try to, I'm not going to have these enemies too hard, but, and it gets kind of annoying in here, but this is a fun place to test your builds, honestly. I wish this was multiplayer. This is one of my favorite things in this game. Is the custom heart. It's actually fun. God damn. I'll put it on normal. If you ever want a challenge, put it on brutal, man. They're like crazy. It gets crazy. And we're going to do claw enemies. Why not? Go to active. So, he's in Sonic right now. Oh my god, this is insane. Alright, now, so I'm going for my takedown. I should have did my percussive blast before. This is insane. So, got on him. Look at this meter. Look at this meter. Now, if I can get a takedown, great. Meter. Oh, you notice I'm not dying though. Get in there. So this, you're going to get more stun. my god, this is annoying. Got it again. And it really works. Got it again. See how this works so well. This is a great fucking build. Great, fun. Also, oh no, they took my ultimate. Show you how the ultimate works. Fucking me up. Now, you see how that built my meter up all the way? Where's my, come on, pick up that, for some reason he won't pick up that Intruistic meter. This is getting tough. I think I infected him too, so this build really works. Now, I'm not going to build any... Oh no, that did. I need more meter. And he doesn't really die. Now what you can probably do is when you use a Intruistic meter, you want to have one up, so after you do a stun is a good time to do it. Oh my god, these guys are annoying. Imagine doing this with... Alright, fuck you guys. Get this Intruistic up. I tried to get that takedown. Try to blow him up right next to the next one. Oh my god, these guys are really rough, man. But also, I'm gonna heal every time. I'm getting overcharged. These guys are rough, man. Alright, let's get some promoted beads up. Put up a stun. Get our meter up. doing a lot of ultimates because I'm trying to show you how the Intruistic meter works really well. Go back and get this Intruistic meter. Get in a little. Alright, yeah. Takedowns work really good with vibranium. Because it's going to scale all that energy you did with that takedown. If the enemy doesn't die. But you notice, like, I'm really not losing my Intruistic meter, even if I do Intruistic attacks. Why he didn't get infected? Oh, no. Should have stayed in him a little while to build some Intruistic. Thought I could pair him. Also, parrying. You can't parry this. Alright. Parrying works really well too. Could have parried that, I think. These enemies are pretty high, and these guys are 150, so these are 150 coming at me left and right. And I'm able to just sponge all this damage. And these are probably the worst enemies to test this on because they're going to knock you out of the pounds and shit like that. Very tanky, supportive build. These guys will even knock you out of your ultimate. Now right now, you're almost going to get infinite Intruistic orbs. I don't want them to die. Don't die. I fucking dodged it. But he doesn't die, he just plunges the damage. There's other builds for Black Panther. I think there's really good vibranium builds, but to me it's more of a supported. I'd like to test it as support because the way vibranium works, it's going to absorb all that damage and then send it out once the enemy goes down. And there you go. Intruistic Black Panther. I'm out of here. And try it out. I think you'll like it. Have some fun. It's not well, my stats are DPS for this, but it was fun. It worked. It makes me want to try Intruistic builds on other characters, like Iron Man, but I'm more of a Rockets Iron Man, but I'm thinking if you can get Intruistic orbs with Iron Man, you could maybe have a different build. You might be able to have a laser stun build, be an overcharge. So I'm going to try these out, and if it works good, I'll post it. So thank you.